Some cleaning products in UK stores look harmless, yet the chemicals inside them create risks most households never see. These formulas shape the air people breathe, the surfaces they touch, and the reactions their bodies feel. 8 everyday products still raise concerns because the danger hides behind normal packaging and familiar routines. 1. Bleach-based cleaners. Chlorine bleach products. Bleach is one of the oldest cleaning staples in the UK, and nearly every household keeps a bottle somewhere under the sink. People use it because it feels powerful. One quick splash makes a stain disappear or leaves a bathroom smelling clean. That sense of power creates a false comfort, and that comfort is the real danger. Chlorine bleach releases strong fumes the moment the lid opens. Those fumes irritate the throat, eyes, and lungs. Regular exposure is linked to higher cases of chronic bronchitis in frequent users, especially those who clean in enclosed bathrooms with little ventilation. The NHS has documented bleach as one of the leading causes of accidental chemical injuries every year. The biggest risk comes from mixing. Many people pair bleach with toilet gels, vinegar, Descalaires, or ammonia-based products without realizing what that creates. Even a small crossover on a sponge can produce chloramine gas or chlorine gas. These are toxic gases that can trigger choking, dizziness, or collapse within moments. Long-term exposure adds another layer. The skin becomes irritated. The lungs become sensitive. People underestimate how quickly bleach can affect someone with asthma or reduced respiratory strength. Something as simple as cleaning a toilet can turn into a moment where the body reacts violently to fumes. Why it matters. Bleach is cheap and everywhere, but its risks are real. The danger comes from how normal it feels, not from how strong it is. 2. Drain unblockers and oven cleaners. Highly corrosive sodium hydroxide products. Drain unblockers and oven cleaners look harmless on the shelf. People see the bright bottles, the simple instructions, and assume they are everyday products. Inside those bottles is sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide, better known as caustic soda. These chemicals are classified as corrosive under UK law. Corrosive means exactly what it sounds like. These substances burn skin on contact. A spill on the hand can leave a deep injury. A splash near the eyes can cause permanent damage in seconds. Oven cleaners with foaming agents make the risk even higher because the spray can bounce or drift without warning. Vapors from these products irritate the respiratory system, especially for anyone with asthma. A closed bathroom or kitchen traps these fumes easily, turning a simple cleaning job into a high-risk exposure. Emergency departments deal with thousands of injuries every year caused by corrosive household cleaners. Storage is part of the problem. Many homes keep these bottles under sinks or on open shelves without gloves nearby. Children grab them by accident. Older adults handle them without protective gear. The danger is hidden until the moment something goes wrong, and by then, the reaction happens fast. Why it matters. These products look ordinary, but they behave like industrial chemicals. One wrong move can cause damage that cannot be undone. 3. Aerosol cleaning sprays, high VOC air, and surface cleaners. Aerosol sprays are designed to feel effortless. One press of the trigger, a mist covers the surface, and the job looks done. This convenience hides a serious issue. Aerosols release volatile organic compounds, or VOCs, into the air. Once released, these particles float for long periods and are inhaled by anyone nearby. Research from the American Lung Association shows that aerosol cleaners can create indoor air pollution higher than the outdoor pollution in busy urban areas. That means someone could be cleaning a small bathroom and breathing air more irritating than the air on a main road at rush hour. The biggest problem is ventilation. Many UK flats and houses have small bathrooms and kitchens. When people spray an aerosol, the chemicals stay trapped. The mist clings to the air. Anyone who enters the room walks straight into a cloud of VOCs that irritate the lungs, throat, and eyes. Over time, regular exposure increases the risk of chronic respiratory issues. Aerosol sprays also give people a sense of safety because they smell pleasant. Lemon, lavender, pine. The scent hides the fact that the chemicals behind the fragrance can irritate sensitive airways. For people with asthma, even a short burst of aerosol spray can trigger tightening in the chest. Why it matters. Aerosols feel harmless, but they pollute indoor air quickly. People breathe the chemicals without realizing how much exposure they're getting. 4. Scented air fresheners and odor neutralizers, phthalates, plus synthetic fragrances. Air fresheners are among the most misleading products in UK homes. They smell friendly, relaxing, and safe. Plug-ins, sprays, candles, gels, bottles and diffusers promise a cleaner, fresher space. What they actually release into the air is a mix of synthetic fragrance chemicals, many of which are linked to irritation and hormonal disruption. Many air fresheners contain phthalates, chemicals that can interfere with hormone balance. Some products hide dozens of separate chemicals under the single word fragrance on the label. This loophole allows brands to avoid listing carcinogens, allergens, and irritants that the public would otherwise avoid. Research has shown that using fragrance-heavy products can increase indoor VOC levels by 300%. These VOCs settle in carpets, bedding, sofas, and curtains. They collect on surfaces and linger for hours or days. Children and pets are especially exposed because they breathe closer to floors and fabrics where these particles settle. People use air fresheners most in bedrooms, nurseries, and living rooms. These are the exact spaces where long-term exposure becomes more dangerous. A person may breathe these chemical blends for 8 hours a night without knowing. Migraines, asthma flare-ups, and allergic reactions often follow, yet people rarely connect them back to the product. Why it matters. Air fresheners feel safe because they smell pleasant. The reality is that fragrance chemicals carry real risks, especially when used every day in enclosed spaces. 5. Antibacterial cleaners and hand sprays. Triclosan, quartz-based products. Antibacterial sprays feel like a safety blanket. People reach for them whenever they want something extra clean. Kitchen counters, bathroom taps, cutting boards, door handles. The problem is that many antibacterial formulas contain triclosan or quaternary ammonium compounds, also known as quartz. These chemicals give a product its disinfecting power, but they also bring risks that many households never hear about. Triclosan has been studied for years because of its ability to interfere with hormones. Even low levels can disrupt the body's natural balance when used frequently. Quartz create another issue. They contribute to antimicrobial resistance. Overuse of these chemicals can push bacteria to evolve in ways that make them harder to kill. When the World Health Organization warns about resistant bacteria, this is one of the contributors they point to. Skin irritation is another problem. Repeated exposure to anti-bac wipes or sprays can leave skin dry, cracked, or inflamed, especially on the hands. The chemicals sit on surfaces long after the cleaning is done. Someone touches the counter, rubs their eye, eats a snack. The residue transfers easily. Many households with young children or pets deal with constant contact without knowing that triclosan and quartz stay active longer than they expect. Despite restrictions in some countries, UK shelves still carry products with these chemicals. Older bottles stay in circulation. Discount stores import versions that do not follow the same health guidelines. The packaging looks normal. The claims sound reassuring, yet the formulas contain agents that researchers have been concerned about for more than a decade. Why it matters. These products promise protection, but they expose households to chemicals that irritate skin, disrupt hormones, and contribute to resistant bacteria. 6. Toilet rim blocks and automatic toilet cleaners. High fragrance plus bleach vapors. Toilet blocks look harmless. Bright colors, clean scents. A promise that every flush will leave the bowl fresh. What most people do not think about is the cloud of vapors these products release every time the water hits them. Bathrooms in many UK homes are small, windowless, and poorly ventilated. This turns toilet cleaners into a steady source of concentrated chemical exposure. Fragrance-heavy formulas release strong vapors when the toilet flushes. These vapors mix with the humidity in the room and linger in the air. People inhale them while brushing their teeth, washing their face, or stepping into the shower. Anyone with asthma or sensitive lungs feels the irritation quickly. Over time, even people without respiratory issues may feel burning in the throat or dryness in the chest. Older toilet blocks contain paradichlorobenzene, a chemical linked to potential carcinogenic effects. Many brands phased it out, but some budget or imported versions still include it. The ingredients list rarely makes this clear. The product sits in a plastic holder near the rim, dissolving slowly and spreading chemicals into the bowl and the air around it. There is also a physical risk. Toilet blocks dislodge more often than people realize. Pets try to play with them, children grab them out of curiosity. Ingestion can become a medical emergency instantly. Hospitals report cases every year involving chemical burns inside the mouth and throat because a child or pet bit into a dissolved block. Why it matters. These products release concentrated chemical vapors into small, enclosed spaces where people inhale them daily without noticing. 7. Carpet cleaners and upholstery shampoos. Butoxyethanol plus strong solvents. Carpet cleaners give homes a feeling of freshness. A foaming spray lifts a stain. A shampoo brightens a sofa. The scent smells clean. Yet many of these products contain solvents that create more problems than the stain they remove. Butoxyethanol is one of the common chemicals used in carpet cleaners. It works well on grease, but comes with significant side effects. Butoxyethanol vapors can cause headaches, nausea, or dizziness. People experience these symptoms without connecting them to the cleaning product because the reaction happens slowly. Carpets trap these solvents easily. Once absorbed, they release them back into the air for hours or days. Anyone sitting on the floor, relaxing on a couch, or lying on a rug inhales the residue. Another problem is residue transfer. Children and pets spend more time close to the ground. Their hands, paws, or faces come into contact with the fibers directly. Carpet cleaners leave traces of chemicals that end up on skin or inside the mouth. Even if the carpet feels dry, the chemical film remains. Sensitive skin reacts quickly, especially for infants who crawl or play on treated areas. People with asthma struggle the most. Solvents irritate the lungs. A freshly cleaned carpet can trigger wheezing or coughing long after the cleaning job is finished. Some households use these products too often, layering solvents into fabrics until they build up and continuously release fumes into indoor air. Why it matters: these cleaners soak into soft surfaces and stay for months, turning carpets and sofas into slow-releasing chemical sources inside the home. 8. Multi-purpose cleaners. With harsh concentrations, ammonia plus chlorine in same products. Multi-purpose cleaners have become the default tool in many homes. One bottle for everything: kitchens, bathrooms, floors, appliances. People trust these products because they simplify cleaning. The issue is the strength of the chemicals inside. Many formulas contain ammonia, a strong irritant that creates harsh fumes even in small amounts. The danger rises dramatically when ammonia meets a bleach-based product by accident. Many people clean a bathroom with multiple products. They scrub a surface with one cleaner, rinse it, then reach for another without realizing that traces of the first product remain. When ammonia and bleach combine, they create chloramine gas. The gas irritates the lungs instantly and can cause severe breathing difficulty. Households do not always use these cleaners in the recommended amounts. During deep cleaning, people spray more, scrub harder, and apply the cleaner to multiple surfaces at once. The concentration becomes far stronger than intended. Ventilation is often poor. The result is prolonged exposure to a chemical that wears down the lungs gradually. Chronic exposure creates subtle symptoms at first: tightness in the chest, coughing after cleaning, watery eyes. These signs are easy to ignore. Over time, the irritation grows. For older adults or people with pre-existing respiratory conditions, ammonia fumes become a serious concern. Why it matters: these cleaners appear harmless because they are marketed as convenient. Their chemical strength turns them into hidden hazards when used often or mixed accidentally with bleach. Subscribe, like, and comment why you like this video for a chance to win a new Apple MacBook.